I just want to express how grateful I feel to meet everybody on this cruise, and especially to be here with you right now. Oh my God. Ah. Woo! Wow. It feels really good to be here.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. What were you saying?
That I did this.
Yeah.
You know?
Significant to acknowledge.
I did this.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I have this question I want to ask you, and it's how to love with no attachments.
What's wrong with attachments?
Attachments bring expectations.
What's wrong with expectations? We teach expectations all day, every day. It's what desire is. Without expectations, you're just sort of adrift in a very raging sea. Expectations is the way you contour your life into something that you want. Expectation is the perfect combining of desire and belief. It's what we've been talking about this entire voyage. It's the blending of desire and belief. Expectations. There could not be anything more important than expectations.
But still...
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, whatsoever, no. Wow. I'm so nervous.
Let us put it to you in this way. You get what you expect. And so if you are expecting without deliberate intent, then you might be focused upon unwanted things and expecting them. You might have expected to be nervous, for example, or you might have expected to have a really good conversation. You might have expected to go to a place that this forum has never been before. You see what we're getting at? Expectation is a wonderful thing. And you had a strong level of expectation, or we would not have found you among these masses.
Definitely.
Yes. So go back to your former question and let's take another run at it now that we have cleared up that expectations are good.
Okay, so I want to explain to you why I feel like attachments make me feel a certain way. So a month ago, I lost my cat. Sounds silly, but I realized how attached I was to this physical form. And I said it 3 days before. I was like, my biggest attachment is my cat. And 3 days later, he left. And I had this feeling that he was going to leave. And then all of a sudden he did. And when he did, I was sad.
By the word attachment, what you mean is, if my happiness depends upon this thing, then it's an attachment. I don't want there to be anything that I'm dependent upon.
Yes, I want to be fulfilled within myself and not seek external and just seek internal.
We're in agreement with that. It's what we've been talking about, the unconditioned. So you could call it the unattachment. So what's your question?
How do I seek happiness instead of internally and not externally? Like, how can I not be attached to the happiness?
But let's talk about what happiness is. Does happiness feel external or internal to you when it's happening?
Internal.
So when you feel happy, you can feel it coming from the inside out. Are you worried about there being objects of your attention? What could be the only option? If you're tuned into source energy and everywhere you look, you are feeling appreciation and love, are you saying you don't want to feel that appreciation and love? You'd like there to be a void so that there's never some object of attention to which you can flow your appreciation?
No.
So let's say that you're flowing your appreciation toward your cat, and your cat croaks or goes away, and then you're flowing appreciation toward a friend, and then you're flowing appreciation toward the beautiful day, and then you're flowing appreciation toward this forum or this experience. Does it really matter what your object of attention is, as long as there is always something to flow your appreciation toward? Is attachment more about what's being flowed to you? Did you need your cat to love you in order to love your cat? Can't you keep flowing anyway? In other words, my cat's gone and I'm done.
No.
I had such love for this cat, and now the cat is gone, and now I'm done. So that's why you mean attachment. I was somehow attached to that. I believed that my happiness or that my love was attached to that. We are asking you to sort of feel around in here, because you're in a difficult place being in this world with so many people coming and going and things coming and going, and you live in flux and change and expansion. Things are changing all the time. And you know what they're changing to? They're changing to more of the things that you love. No one ever sits in the hot seat and says, Abraham, can you help me deal with progress? Can you help me with expansion? I've got this problem with constant expansion. There's just this constant steady stream of new things to appreciate coming into my life experience. It's rare that you say that, and yet often you say, I'm having a hard time letting go of something. And we say, if you are in the mindset of living in your now, which means you're letting go of everything that's past and you're living in the moment, do you know how fresh and new all of your relationships would be? You wouldn't have to go look for a new lover because you're bored with your old lover. Every relationship that you had would be continually renewed. Didn't know you were asking such a deep question, did you?
No. Yes and no.
So what did you think you were looking for? We want to stay here for a minute because this matters. What did you think you were looking for in the answer? How can I, what was your question?
How can I love without attachments?
How can I live without attachments?
No, love.
How can I love without attachments? Well, you come into alignment with source, and then you flow your love toward whatever you're focused upon. And if that makes it an attachment, then so be it. What is it about the negative connotation of attachment? What do you think you're getting at? You see, what we've really been talking about in all of the hours that we've been together is that you have some options. Here you are exploring the variety of your environment and coming into alignment with who you really are, and then allowing all of that to flow through you too. So in every moment in time, you have the option of focusing in a way that increases and enhances your alignment and your joy, which causes you to resonate with everything you put into your vortex, or something else. There really are not so many other choices, are there? You can focus on a problem. You cannot have enough money and feel bad because you are attached to the money, or you can not have enough money and feel good as you're anticipating more coming. But the consequence or the circumstance of the money does not need to dictate to you how you feel. That is the problem with getting attached to something that you can't control, is that it leaves you like a puppet with no strings. But when you understand that what you're reaching for alignment with, or maybe we should say it, maybe we should just say this in a way that almost nobody but you will understand. Let's talk about attachment to source, attachment to your inner being, attachment, open valve, open circuit, wide open, attachment, connection, alignment. And so it's about not putting your attachment in all the wrong places, not putting it in what is temporary, but putting it what is steady. And then in that steady attachment or alignment, then you can just flow it to whatever is currently in your now, flowing through your experience. Is this shaking you up a little bit? Do you want to be attached to your family? Does it feel wrong to you if you were to say to those you love, I no longer am attached to you. I'm not attached to you. I'm attached to my capacity to love, and I hold you as my object of attention, to which I will flow endless love, but I'm not needing from you what I'm flowing to you. I don't need to get it from you before I can flow it to you. I have my own source, which I will flow endlessly to you, but I don't need it back from you. Oh, the relationships you will have when you really know that and really mean that. Instead of asking for others to love you so that you can love them back, you just love them. And if they love you back, that's a wonderful thing for them, but not necessary for you, because you've gone to the headwaters of love and you're just flowing it. So now everyone in your life, you have freed from the bondage of attachment, because they don't need to perform in a certain way in order for you to feel good. They just be who they are, and you just be who you are, and you just love and revel in the advantage that you give to one another in your diversity, in your difference, in your balance, in your talents, you see. But when you need somebody to be some way in order for you to feel good, you're in deep doo-doo. And so are they, really, if they'll buy into it, because now they're not free. They need to perform in order to keep you happy, and they can't keep you happy, so they're going to fail, because your happiness isn't about what they do or don't do. We like attachment. We would like you to attach to your source.
Source, yes, yes. Yeah. I guess what I was seeking was the freedom from the attachments to
Not just for you, but for them.
Yes.
Your
yes.
cat took freedom so that you could find yours.
Yes, yes, I 1,000% agree with that. And when he left, I was like, okay, you know, I asked for this in a way because I said my biggest attachment was him, and
He told others, she's too attached to me. She's smothering me.
for sure. He smothered me with so much love, and I was grateful for his love because of the fact that
Now,
I
you're going to walk back somewhere?
Huh? Say it again? I'm sorry.
We're just wanting you to be mindful of what you now say in light of what you now know.
Yes.
I loved loving that cat, and I love loving a lot of cats, and I love loving. I just love loving. I just love the strays that wander in my life and receive my love.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, really good. Yeah, yeah.